Today, March 7, 1998. Last week we studied about Cetasika mental factors until unwholesome mental factors. Right, we already finished it. For today, we're going to discuss about Sobhana Cetasikas 25. Sobhana, we already know that, the meaning of Sobhana, beautiful. Cetasika is mean factors, beautiful factors 25. This, the beautiful factors 25, we will classify as the four groups. Four groups. One group is the here Sobhana Sadharana. The second one here Virati. The third one Abhidhamma. The fourth one Amoha, as four groups. Here, why we classify as four groups? For Sobhana Sadharana 19, they call beautiful, universal 19. This 19 kind of mental factors associate with the beautiful consciousness all the time. So, how many beautiful consciousness we have? Beautiful consciousness. Except unwholesome consciousness and rootless consciousness are beautiful sense sphere consciousness 24, form sphere consciousness 15, formless sphere consciousness 12, and Lokuttara supramental consciousness 8. Altogether 59. This 59 type of consciousness are called beautiful consciousness. Why we call it beautiful? Because all this consciousness associated with good roots, right? Good root. What is good root? Alobha, non-attachment, dosa, it's not evil, right? Non-aversion, and amoha, non-delusion, wisdom, right? So, because associated with this, the three good rules, we call Sobhana Citta, or beautiful consciousness. This beautiful mental factors, 19, this is common to all the beautiful consciousness. Whenever this beautiful consciousness arises, this 19 kind of the beautiful mental factors associated with that consciousness all the time. So the first of all, we have four groups. The Sobhana Sadharana. Sadharana, as you know, common, right? Common to all Sobhana Citta, beautiful consciousness. The first one is the Saddha. Saddha, faith, or confidence, or conviction. The Saddha. The characteristic of this saddha is Purification of is mental associate. This is the characteristic of the saddha, right? Purification of is mental associate. Because the saddha arises not only one. It's the mental factor associated with the saddha, right? The saddha is the makes all other mental factors purify. That's called purification of its mental associate is chief characteristic saddha. In book they mention about the saddha, or do you believe or not, that depends on you, right? They mention about it's compared to the gem of universal monarch. Universal monarch means in those days just only one. He's the king of the whole world. The universal monarch. But he has gem, special gem. This gem, when she throw into the water, this causes the mud, the water weeds to subside. Make the waters pure, clear. The saddha is the same way. This saddha purifies the mind of its stains. It's our mind. Sometimes you feel jealousy, just your mind stays. You feel avarice, stinginess, some kind of the mental, unwholesome mental factors, your mind becomes stained. But if saddha arises, it makes your mind, purifies your mind. Saddha is the well-established confidence in Buddha, the Buddha doctrine, and the Buddha disciple. The law of cause and effect. Saddha is not mean, even we call confidence, it's not blind faith. Must be this saddha based on understanding, based on wisdom, knowledge, saddha. Here we have 4 kinds of saddha. It means the saddha of this confidence of the bodhisattva, a Buddha to be, is very firm, very firm. Like us, it's not firm, This since from the time of aspiring until he gained as a Buddha, his saddha, his confidence, no change. Sometimes maybe he became as animal, but his saddha is not changed anymore. Because there's a firm conviction of a Buddha to be. In Bali they call Agama Saddha. And another one is we call Abhidhamma Saddha. Abhidhamma Saddha, who by this meditation and become Ariyas, sainthood, who gain enlightenment. That person, their saddha, is very firm. Since they become as a sainthood, holy person, until he attained as arhanship, his saddha is very firm, no more change. And because Okapana in Pali word they call Okapana saddha. Okapana is mean unshakable conviction in the triple gem. Unshakable conviction in the triple gem, we call Okapana saddha. Just this for this life, not change. You're very firm in the attribute of the Buddha, the Dhamma, and Sangha for this life. Whatever the person come to, try to change you, no more changing. It's very firm. That's for this life. But next life, it's not sure.
The other two are for as many lives.
Yes, very firm, every life. Yeah. And the fourth saddha I call Pasatha saddha. Pasatha saddha is mean clearness of conviction in the triple gem. The clearness of conviction is not firm. It can change anytime. So for us, we have clearness saddha. Try to improve as the unshakable saddha. From unshakable saddha to be Abhidhamma saddha, to become the Aryans, right? Sainthood, great enlightenment, and our saddha, even we, many lives, our saddha is not changed. This saddha. Saddha, we compare to a seed, not seed of the tree, Without seed, we cannot have tree, we cannot have branches, we cannot have flower, we cannot have fruit. So depend on seed. Seed is like saddha. Saddha, in the same way, so we do generosity, good conduct, morality. We pray, we do chanting, sit meditation. Because of what? Saddha. No saddha, no contribution, no morality, no meditation. Right? Saddha. The seed of this merit. And also saddha look like we can compare to our hand. The person, who doesn't have their hand, when they go somewhere, they will see jewelry, gem, ruby, gold, diamond, something like that, in front of them. When this person doesn't have hand, cannot pick anything, cannot pick anyone, because lack of hand. In the same way, who doesn't have saddha? Who don't believe the law of cause and effect, just the teaching or the nature, the Dhamma. They don't do anything. We have our hand. Even with our hand, we don't believe anything. You will not pay respect to anyone who are suitable to, to honor, to be respect to, because you lack of saddha. You have a lot of property, you have a lot of money, you are very strong, you don't want to help anyone by physically, by your property, your belonging, because you lack of saddha. You are strong heart, but you don't want to take 8 precepts. You don't believe that. You have your mouth, you can read, you can do chanting. You don't want to do that because you lack of saddha. You don't pray, you don't do chanting. You can sit meditation anytime, but we don't believe that. When we don't do anything. When you don't do anything, you don't get anything. You don't gain any merit. The time of the Buddha, one God from heaven came to ask question, 4 questions. And one of them says, what kind of thing is to be in our heart, in our mind, is the best? The Buddha said, saddha, confidence. If you have saddha in your mind, in your heart, it's the best. Because you can do this, one day, 24 hours. When you don't believe anything, you sleep, and then you watch TV, you go to the party, you waste your time, one day is gone. When you have confidence of what I have to do, for today, you will do chanting, you will sit meditation, you try to do the good thing because of your saddha. Your saddha. That's even the one family, one girl have firm saddha, one girl doesn't have saddha. So you can compare these two girls in the same family who have saddha, get up early in the morning. Maybe he goes in front of the altar, pay respect to the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. Maybe it's offer flowers, water, food, something like that. And then you sit meditation, pray, take 5 precepts, 8 precepts. Maybe just cleanse the order, You try to help maybe a cat or dog or their parent or sister, brother, something like that. See, because of saddha. Who doesn't have saddha? Oh, I don't care. I don't want to do anything. As she doesn't want to do anything, she doesn't get anything as a result. Right? So saddha is very important. Like me, I become as a monk because of my saddha. I believed it. Because of my belief. So I can do everything for myself, for someone else. Like all of you, who forced you to come here? Your saddha. No one forced you, right? Because you believe that. You believe that, your saddha. You believe the doctrine of the Buddha. Because Dhamma, right? Dhamma. So we learn Dhamma. Dhamma is not for the Buddha, it's not for someone, for us. We study, after we understand, so we know how to guide our life, the right way. That's how we come to or study because of our saddha. So we gain merit all the time because of our saddha. You sit 5 minutes, if you have saddha, maybe you do chanting, or maybe you concentrate your mind on your primary object, you sit meditation. Your 5 minutes is very important, to gain merit. Who doesn't have saddha? Maybe they watch TV, maybe drinks alcohol, maybe it's sleep, maybe it's doing this, doing that. Right? Saddha is very important. It's to overcome the cycle of rebirth. All the suffering is based on saddha too. That's why a Buddha to be bodhisattva, as he, the term of the aspiring many lives, and he became Buddha, his saddha is very firm. As very firm, he get opportunity to develop his virtue perfection. Later on, we will study about that virtue perfection. We have 30 kinds of virtue perfection. And then he gained enlightenment. And for us also, every day, we try to develop our virtue perfection too. Develop our generosity, our morality, our wisdom, our effort, our mindfulness, our loving kindness, so and so. Every day, because of our saddha. When we go to bed at night, think about it. Since I get up in the morning until now, what I have done today, just think about that. Oh, today I have someone's, even you go to work, it's not only at your home, at the temple, at the church. Go to work, I have someone, so as much as I can, I do some charity. Today I be on my good conduct, my precept. I don't break any kind of my precept. So I do chanting today. I sit meditation today. See, every day, just think about what you have done today. You feel very happy. Just happy life. It's not enjoy. Just life. It's not happy life. Happy life means what we have done when we think about ourselves, and we can appreciate ourselves, respect ourselves. It's saddha. So that's why we have to try to improve, develop our morality, concentration, and wisdom every day. If you didn't do anything good for that day, it's meaningless. So, but you have to think that, but tomorrow, I don't let it happen like this. I try double, something like that, Saddha, depend on saddha. So if you have saddha in your mind, you believe in your mind, this can occur, meritorious all the time. Maybe by your property, or maybe by your physical action, or maybe by verbal action, or maybe for your mental action. You can gain meritorious all the time. The saddha. So, now we go to sati. Right, sati. Sati is here mindfulness. Mindfulness. This mindfulness also is very important because they are associated with the beautiful consciousness, sati. We have sati patthana, mindfulness meditation. The reality is the sati, very important, sati. In Sati Patthana Sutta, as described in detail about this state. This state, its characteristic is not floating away, just being aware all the time, right? State. Real state is not associated with unwholesome consciousness, you see. Just beautiful consciousness, the state. When we highly develop our state, our mindfulness, maybe someone, has the powers to remember our past life. And also here, this state is one of the factor of the Noble Eightfold Path, right? Samasati, right mindfulness. See, as we develop it, when high develop, until we gain nibbana, so we have to depend on this state. That's why we practice meditation. The important one is that to be aware of every posture, right? Our physical, mental activities. So sometimes reflection on the Buddha, attribute of the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha, or sometimes on our body, difficult state. This is the right mindfulness, this state. So for detail, we will discuss later. We have the the Noble Eightfold Path and the Satipatthana. They have many, places we can see this state. To gain enlightenment state is a very important one too. And we have the 5 controlling faculties. You know that, right? 5 controlling faculties. One is the saddha, right? Saddha. This is the faith, right? 2 is energy or effort. The 3 is the state, mindfulness. 4 is the concentration, is samadhi. 5 is the panya or wisdom, because 5 controlling faculties. Now we go to hiri. Hiri, shame, this moral shame. Shame. Shame and shine, very different, right? This moral shame. Hiri has its source within autonomous. Is established on shame. Why he feels shame? Think about himself, autonomous, right? This person who has shame reflect on the worth of one's birth. The worth of one birth is mean I'm still good family. My ancestor, my parents, the good family. So I'm not supposed to do like this. I'm a good family. I have a good parent. I have good grandparent. My parent, my grandparent do not do like this. So I cannot do, I'm not supposed to do like this, the bad thing like this. Just he reflect on the worth of his birth. He reflect on one teacher, his teacher, right? His parent, grandparent, his teacher. He said, oh, my teacher Our great teacher is the Buddha. And my teacher is the the holy person. He's noble person. I'm his disciple. I'm his student. I'm not supposed to do like this. Thinking about your great teacher or teacher. Just hear it, hear it. Oh, if I do like this, it's not good for me because my teacher did not teach me to do that. Be concerned about your teacher. The first you're concerned about your parent. Now you're concerned about your teacher. Yes, your teacher. And you're concerned about your estate, your property. I'm a rich person. I have everything. Why I have to steal someone else's money? Why I have to do this? It's not supposed to do like this. I'm a rich man, rich person. The concern about your estate, your property. And also concern about your fellow students. Fellow students is meant here who are practicing meditation together, who study the Dhamma together, we call the fellow student. In Bali they call Saha Dhammachari, who are practicing meditation together, who are studying the Dhamma together. So my